Hi, it's Adam here from Outdoor Adam. Just doing a quick review on my kit really of 2013 January, going to Scotland on the end of February. So just getting all my gear out, going through it all. So I thought I'd do as quick as I possibly can video of what I've got. We're basically going to go through it bit by bit, and obviously we start off with a standard Webtex 1 meter basher pole, which I'll be using. And here's my mag light. It's a great big old thing this is. I wanted to get a smaller one. This is a 4D light, I think. It's quite bright, does the job, but I think I'll be getting a smaller one. I have got a smaller one, but it's too small. What else we got here? This is my mini axe. I'll show you this quickly. It's a bit of a weighty thing. I don't think I'll be taking that. I'll be just using my knives. But it was handy when I used it. I used it in Scotland last year. Not for a lot, but it was used. And we got here my Gerber folding shovel. Handy bit of kit this is. I like this. Goodbye. I will be taking this. Quite small, compact, not too big, not too heavy either. Literally the same as all the others. You can have it as a pummel for putting stakes down. It hasn't got no serrated edge on it, so not too good for the roots, but you can soon hack away at them. It's not a first aid kit. This is my old one. I've got a new one, but this at the moment has got, which I like, when I go to the fast food stores, a lot of the salt, which is quite handy, rather than putting a little bag that can easily split with all the salt in it for food, obviously camping, cooking, that sort of thing. There's a sharpening stone, which is my knives. In practice at the moment in sharpening, but I'll get there. And here is a inflatable camping pillow. Looking at everything's a bit dark, but my lighting don't go very bright in here, but it will do. But there you go, it's an inflatable pillow, very compact. I'll definitely be taking that to Scotland with me. Here's some fuel cells, just standard gas. I won't be taking this big thing, but yeah, that's handy for any other time if I really want to go for a long time. Got the miniature ones, which will go into the jet boil system, which I'll show the contents of that in a second. But yeah, these are two fuel cells that I bought. Handy, small, light, very good. Jet boil system, excellent. Got the spork on the side, which is on a sort of holdall. It's got the flux rings in the bottom, a measuring cup on the bottom as well, your handle for drinking out of, drinking top cup, carry-all inside. If I can get in it with one hand, trying to do this filming, not good. Obviously, pull out bit by bit. And here's a top stove bit, which you can just put pans and stuff on, which is quite handy. And again, another fuel cell, quite good. Good thing about the fuel, even if it's in the cold, got an insulated mug it stays in, so that keeps it at a reasonable temperature, so it doesn't freeze. There's the igniting system on it. There's the actual where the flame goes through. That obviously screws onto the top, and there's no matches or anything. It's got an electric light on it. And obviously, last but not least, the stand, which obviously unfolds, and you put that on top of that and that on top of that, and it all compacts into this one little thing, which is excellent. So that'll be coming with me. That'll be, I've used it a few times, but you know, I'll use it a bit more. Got my mess tins. I've got two. One which is full at the moment. What we've got here is just a hand sanitising gel for your hands, obviously. I'll be taking these, obviously, mess tins for eating food with. Here's my first aid kit, which I've customised a bit. I've put a bit more than what normally is in it, but it's always good to have a bit more. Obviously I've put this in there, a bandage, antiseptic wound wash. It's got plasters, gloves, antiseptic gel. Obviously all different plasters and God knows what, but that's good. I like to keep that. I always take that with me. And it's even got some like some sort of stitches in there for if you get any cuts. Oh, that's just a bit of rubbish old paracord. This is my first compass I bought. I'm not too keen on it. I don't really use it too much, but yeah, it's a spare. Won't be taking that. Old bungee cords. Some copper soups I have lying around. Chicken. They're good, small, easy to carry around. Same as with these little boxes of cereals. But obviously you take the box off of them and it makes it a little bit more compact with a little bag inside. But there we go. Here we go, another mess tin, and all that's in here is lots of matches. I won't be taking all of these, they're just handy. I'll just buy them in bulk and I've got them then. I even got the windproof, waterproof, flare type matches, and they're handy. I will be taking those just in case you never know. My small torch, small but powerful, but I'll probably take that. Standard stainless steel mug. I've got my old one just over there, I'll show you in a second, which is an enamel one which chips and breaks and you can't really boil up. A Coleman top fuel which can go onto the gas canisters. You have to use a match with it though, and also I've got it a bit dirty and horrible and it's all a bit manky, but I don't really use that, but it can come in handy. A bit of elastic cord which is handy for, well, whatever you want really. What else we got here? Got these which I got off of eBay, which I find great. I've got two different sorts here. They're the glow sticks, more of a military version. These are green, high intensity, and they last for half an hour. So if you need a quick light for a short period of time, crack one of these and yeah, absolutely spot on. So got one, two of those, and I've got three even, and then two standard 12-hour green ones. They're all green, but just different durations and brightness. And here we go, a little travel toothpaste for brushing my teeth, tea bag, an enamel mug. It's not great, it's a bit tacky really, but I'll keep it anyway, you never know. Here's to one of the sort of tools that I take with me, apart from obviously the folding shovel, which is a backhoe folding pruning saw, which I find great. When I first used it, it was extremely sharp. Don't think it is up to the job at the moment, but it will do, and it does do. Absolutely perfect. That would be coming with me. A lot of people I've seen in videos use these, and they're absolutely ideal. I would recommend them to any wild camper or any camper who wants to get a fire going and quickly do some chopping up. Brilliant. Well, here's Bear Grylls Gerber folding sheath knife. I'm a bit of a Bear Grylls fan. I've got a few bits of his. If I get this out for you, if I can, with one hand. The only thing I don't like about this knife too much is quite stiff to open up with one hand. You have to open up by here, by pinching the blade, rather than on the thumb that they've provided. So you open it up and then you can use the thumb point. But apart from that, very sturdy, very rigid blade once it's locked. Grip on it is excellent. I mean, it's light, compact, and easy enough to put away. So, and it's also got its standard Bear Grylls survival leaflet with it, which comes with most of his stuff. Probably take that because it's only light. I've got over here is what you put on the stove for, as many people have these, for doing toast. I've only used it once. It was okay, but I need to get a windshield for obviously the stove to keep the flame going, because it kept going out and it didn't really do the job too well. But I'll still give it some time before I use that. Obviously there's a handle which I find good for the old billy tins. lightweight, just stick it in with the tins itself. Great. I've got two sorts of tent pegs here. One sort I will not be taking because they are just massive and heavy, which are rock pegs. And then I've got the standard aluminium lightweight thin pegs. They'll do the job. Not very strong, but you know they do. But yep, I've got two sorts, I would say, rock pegs and the standard alley ones. I won't be taking the rock pegs because they are heavy as hell. What else have I got over here? A pair of binoculars, standard, small. Be taking those, excellent, just to carry around with. My water bottles, standard. Over those with carabiners, clip on the side of your bag. Same again. Last one of these I lost up in top of Snowdon doing crib yacht, but I didn't fancy risking my life just to get a £2 water bottle, but there we go. Got a couple of knives here. A fixed blade. Again, this is my first knife. It's a Gerber Prodigy knife. It's a good knife. I used it the first time, and I've attached a fire steel to it with some paracord, just so you can strike it off the blade itself. Bit of weight to it, but apart from that, it's a good knife. Done what I needed to, and I will still use it. I won't get rid of it. I'll keep it. Got a glass pummel on the bottom of it. But that's good. Rubber sheath, waterproof. Not like waterproof, but it, you know, won't get damaged. And again, we have the Bear Grylls Ultimate Survival Knife with the fire steel at the bottom. This is the first time I'll be using this out in the field, but I think this is an excellent knife. You know, it's got the holes at the top and on the bottom, so you can lasso it. The whistle, the pummel, obviously a serrated, half serrated blade, which is good for cutting the rope, and then obviously fine edge at the top, and it's a very solid blade. And I think it's full blade all the way through the butt, very grippy. And again in there, you know, the downfall to the survival pouch is that it's way too tight and you just struggle to get it. You need another tool just to get it out of there, which is a bit of a shame, but apart from that it's good. And also a sharpening stone on the back, which is good, just to keep that blade in tip-top shape. I'll put it all away properly once I'm finished, but I just want to get through this so I can show you guys what I have. There's a Viper mag light holder. I've adjusted it, cut the top of it because my mag light would just not fit in it, but it does now. But I have that on my belt with the torch on it, but I won't be taking that. I'll be getting something a bit more compact. Here was my basher cover, the case, which I've used it for something else now, which is carrying all my paracord. I've got a preset one here with knots every so often in a doubled line, just to make it easier and quick for setting up the basher, which I will do other videos of showing you how to use that at some point. But yeah, got 3 bundles of it, which is, you know, great stuff for everything really.